In this episode, we climb up to 11,789 feet and go snow sledding on top of Ophir Pass.
What?
No. Yeah. We left camp that morning off of Owl Creek Pass just north of Ridgeway. We headed down through Ouray with the intentions of running Imogene. I was still having steering issues, and by the time we made it to Yankee Boy Basin, I realized I had a cracked radiator from Mineral Creek the day before. So we decided on an easier trail and decided to go up Ophir. The discovery of gold in 1875 led to the establishment of the town of Ophir. Ophir Pass was built to connect the town of Ophir to Silverton. According to Onyx, it is about 16 miles long. It's rated 3 out of 10 and should take you about 3 hours to do. It doesn't take long to get to the summit, and we were glad that Lake and Jenny got to join us on this one since they brought all the parts out to us. And this is the top of Ophir Pass. Easy enough a Subaru can do it. There's still quite a bit of snow up the top, so why not go sledding?
What? No.
Yeah.
We're sledding in. I want to do it. Oh,
Push off.
Do you have to scream?
The kids and the adults alike all had a great time sledding down the hill, and we were up there for maybe an hour or so until the kids all thought they were getting frostbite. So we decided to go quote-unquote snow wheeling for the gram before heading down the other side of the pass. Once you start descending down the other side of the pass, you'll start hitting some shelf roads. So, cue the drone footage. If you look closely, you can see a car that rolled off the edge many years ago, and the wreck is still down at the bottom of the hill. Towards the end of the trail, we made it down to the town of Ophir. The town never grew to the size of some of its famous neighboring communities, but mining sustained a population in the hundreds for several decades. The mines were closing by 1910 and people started moving away. But as of 2024, 186 people still live there. After we got off the trail, we got back on the highway and headed down towards Telluride. We pulled into Mountain Town, which sits right above Telluride, and rode the gondolas down into Telluride. Now, I'm not a big fan of gondolas, and apparently Wes isn't either, but it is interesting that they have them for public transportation between Telluride and Mountain Town, free to the public. Here's some of that.
Tennessee.
Mom,
The one in Tennessee was
our mom took us on one where it didn't have one of these. You just like held on, and
Like a ski lift?
yeah. And right before we went, she showed us a movie.
I'm not too far away.
Okay.
13 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long way.
I'm just gonna hit that really hard. Going straight down. doing?
Why is this stopping?
It's just slowing down. Does it every time?
No, it does.
Does not stop every time. Well, we survived the gondola and made it down into Telluride. I didn't do much filming just because it was completely packed down there. You can see the infamous Black Bear Pass from some of these pictures in downtown. We left town and drove around for several hours and finally found a campsite. Probably our least favorite of the trip, but it was our last night to all camp together. So here's some snapshots from that. Anyways, that's the end of this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.